All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Dr. Delay Calling Games. Hi, I'm Dr. Delay, and we've got you some more baseball today as the Los Angeles Dodgers take on Los Angeles Dodgers. Oh my gosh, did I really just say that? I'm sorry, guys. Let me start over. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Milwaukee Brewers, and I'm sure any Angels fan that heard that is going to not like it, but it is what it is. We'll just move on. 69-81. It's been a rough season for the Angels, but really that has been the status quo, for the last, since I've really watched baseball. And the Brewers, of course, with a very good season, 91-59. Lots of expectation now placed on the Brewers. Of course, they kind of can relax a little bit since they did clinch their playoff spot already, but you don't want to rest up too much because, again, that could potentially carry into the postseason. So we'll see how it goes today. ESPN gives the Brewers an 81% chance to win, and that's mostly because of their starting pitcher, Freddie Peralta, which we'll get into more a little bit later. But yeah, no, he's had a great year. And the Brewers have just in general, again, their bats batting .260, which is really good in today's game. Believe it or not, only 160 home runs, and that's 47 fewer compared to the Angels, who have 200 less hits but 40 more home runs. But their slugging is more. They have a higher slugging, as it's 408. The Angels at 399. But anyway, back to the players here. The Brewers, again, your home team. Freddie Peralta has had a very great year, folks. I can't emphasize that enough. 16-6. A 2.69 ERA with the whip of a 1.09. Nearly 200 strikeouts. He's at 185. He'll have 2 starts left to get that done. Well, potentially. He can get it. Yeah, he'll have probably 3 starts. Okay, never mind. But, he could get it, and he's closing in on it. So a very good year, especially, last year, 3.68. Year prior, 3.86. Kind of coming out of nowhere to, have this 2.69 year. So very good stuff, Freddie Peralta. Starting lineup for the Brewers. Going to be Frelick in right, Churio in left. DHing is Yelich. Contreras is catching. Turang at second. Vaughn at first. Durbin is at third. Perkins at center. And Ortiz at short for the Angels. The visiting Angels looking for their 70th win of the year. Caden Dana, going to be on the mound for the Angels. 0-1 with a 6.32 ERA. It's going to be his 3rd career start. Whip of a 1.6. His last outing against the Twins did not go great. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 5 walks, 5 earned. So 5's all aboard. But he did strike out 9. So, hey, he can get the strikeout, but does struggle to keep people off base. Last year played a little bit as well, 9.58 last year, so you could say this year is an improvement. But definitely a lot of work to go in his young MLB career. Only 21 years old, so plenty of time to figure it out. Starting out lineup for the Angels. Peraza is at third. Trout is DHing. Ward is in left. Adele is in right. Ohapi is catching. Moore is at second. Keyboom. I honestly should have. Hold on, I'm going to listen to the Angels lineup here. Sorry, guys, hold on. Keyboom, gotcha. Oh, hold on. There's another one. Excuse me. Teodosio. Okay, there we go. Guzman, and then Guzman's at short and Teodosio at center. Yeah, some names that I just did not really recognize, not going to lie. So, yesterday was Roberto Clemente Day across Major League Baseball. The Brewers, Angels both off. The Brewers, I can confirm, honoring him today, wearing number 21. I don't know about the Angels, but we'll find out very shortly because we're about to get this game on. Looks like the Angels batter is wearing number 10, so I don't know if they are, but hey, maybe they acknowledge him anyway. As Peralta faces Peraza. Here's the pitch, and Peraza hits this to left. And that is going to go foul as we are underway in Milwaukee. Again, the Brewers looked great pretty much for the last 3 months. They have played amazing baseball, have already clinched a playoff berth. A few more games than you expect them to clinch the divisions. That's going to be chopped foul. Again, 91-59. 5-game lead on the Cubs. Again, they are playing the Pirates today. Last time I checked, they were up. Hey, True Raider, how's it going? How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs for ball. Not the Dodgers. Sorry, True Raider. We got the Angels. Maybe I can... you can be happy with the Los Angeles other team. That's what most people would say. I know Angels fans would hate that, but it is what it is. Here's the 1-2. That is called strike 3 right down the middle. He struck him out. Angels again have had the talent over the years, even before Mike Trout, before Shohei Ohtani. But it's I hear it's rough being a Angels fan. As that'll bring up Mike Trout. He's batting second, batting 231, OPS of 778, 21 homers and 58 RBIs. Cubs 3-1, Pirates bottom of the third. Yeah, that's what I thought. Last time I checked, it was top of the third. Peralta will set. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike. Do apologize. Feel kind of stuffy. So, yeah, we're going to just fight through it, though. 0-1 count. Peralta rocks and fires. That is in the dirt for ball 1. Trout, of course, a legend. 399 home runs in his career. One away. Hey, that'd be really cool to catch it during this series. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be inside for ball 2. Of course, Brewers fans are like, you know what, that's fine. We don't need to have that. It's been a struggle though for him, as that's going to be inside ball 3. Of course, we're used to much better numbers, but again, it seems like every year he is just battling injuries. So honestly, the fact that he's been able to perform this well with all the injuries is amazing, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. 3-2 count to Mike Trout. Peralta will set. Kicks and deals. That is high for ball 4. 93-mile-per-hour fastball just missing upstairs. So Trout will take the walk, and that'll bring up Taylor Ward. He's batting 223, OPS of 772, 31 homers and 98 RBIs. Has had a really nice year, or at least home run-wise. OPS a little lower, you'd think, for a guy with 31 home runs. Peralta sets. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike on the outside corner. Mike Trout is definitely going to be in the Angels Hall of Fame for sure. I can assure you that, and I would say he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Even with all the injuries, I would say so. Here's the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Just an elite player. He was definitely, I would say, the best player in baseball for many years. 1-1 count, or at least at the plate. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be popped up, and that is going to go out of play. 1-2 count to Ward. Trying to see if there's anything as of, I know, a little bit slower at the plate lately. On OPS, I'd say of about 528 his last 7 games. Actually, go a little bit further back, last 15 games. 474. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Showing a home run that was robbed last year when these two teams met out in Los Angeles. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, 2 strikeouts already. We mentioned prior in the earlier broadcast that, I guess the pregame show, it's not really much of a pregame show, that he needs 15 strikeouts to hit 200. And he'll have 3 starts most likely to do it. So now he's down to 13 strikeouts, so that's looking good. Here's Joe Adell. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch below the zone. Strike 1. He's batting .241, OPS of 805, 36 homers and 95 RBIs. He's been a monster as of late. 3 homers in his last 7 games. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Same pitch, same location. Breaking ball just below the zone. Adell is swinging at it. Again, if you're just joining us, there's a runner on first. That is Mike Trout. He walked with 1 out. There's 2 outs now, of course. That's pretty. Yeah, okay. We're just going to be quiet. Yeah, 0-2 count, 2 outs, 1 man on. Peralta set. Kicks and deals. That is low for ball 1. Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, California. Enough said. The California Angels. I don't think I was ever alive whenever they were called the California Angels. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. He was born in 96, so I don't know. I think of the California Angels like in the 80s, maybe early 90s. I don't remember when Angels of the Outfield was made. 2-2 counts. Peralta rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts. As we head to the bottom of the first inning, your score here in Milwaukee is 0-0. You think he's going to try to swing in the dirt? You think he was trying to swing in the dirt? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he was offering breaking balls to the same spot. Then he went lower on the third pitch there. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Definitely not at 100% today, so I do apologize. But hopefully I can win you over at like 60% or something. As I don't know. I guess I'm getting a little sick, but it is what it is. This is what I do, though. I call games. And today we're doing, of course, the Brewers and Angels. I do bounce around MLB. And, I really the last month and a half or so, I've done a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but more so the Brewers games. There's a Brewers against the Pirates, of course. Really wish I could have done more of that series. Let's see, Brewers Blue Jays, Brewers Cubs, Brewers Reds. I don't know. You guys have definitely, I think that was the start. Yeah, that might have been the start. That one, yeah, it wasn't the start. But the Brewers Cubs game, or Brewers Reds game was like the start of like, hey, you know what? There's a Brewers fan base out there that is actually very nice. You guys have showered me with a lot of love. Appreciate you guys. Of course, if there's Angels fans here, hey, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't really covered you much this year. For some reason, I've covered a lot of the National League teams. So I guess despite not really witnessing much of the NL-AL rivalry, maybe it was just ingrained in me. I don't know. But it is what it is. But appreciate you for stopping on by. Hopefully I can earn that subscription. It's free with my play-by-play today. But again, I'm not going to promise a lot of Angels games. I can promise you, though, that I'll be back tomorrow night. That is scheduled for tomorrow, 9/17, 6:35 Central Time. That is the goal. Sal Frelick coming to the plate. He's batting .295, OPS of 764, 10 homers and 57 RBIs. As here is the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. 97 on the outside corner. Dana rocks and fires. As that is outside for ball 1. Dana didn't really get to talk about him, so we'll go ahead and again talk about him a little bit. Not really much. He hasn't really pitched much in the majors. Caden Dana, an 0-1 record, 6.32. Here's the 1-1. That is inside. I should say on the inside corner, but Frelick gets a call there. But yeah, 6.32 ERA, whip of a 1.60. Here's the 2-1 breaking ball outside. That's ball 3. So 3-1 count to Frelick as Dana rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right. But that is foul. That was a line drive. Three and two is the count. Dana kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball that just broke a ton. He struck him out. That was very good. The commentator says nasty. That was. Jeez, That'll bring up Jackson Chorio. He's batting .280 OPS of 802, 20 homers, and 75 RBIs on the season. Last 7 games in OPS north of 1,000. So he's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Here's the pitch. That is in the dirt, ball 197 on the fastball. So that's about the range you'll expect from his fastballs tonight. Getting a notification for the Rangers-Astros game for some reason. It's a breaking ball inside. So it's 2-0. Hey, Raiders absolutely stink. Yeah, I'm sorry, Joseph. It's good to see you, man. It's been a while. I know life is very busy. Here's the 2-0. That is inside ball 3. Covered the Chargers-Raiders game last night. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Yeah, you got a true Raider fan. 3-0 count. Here is the pitch. That is inside ball 4. So look at that. On the second batter for each team gets walked pretty much. So yeah, we got. Well, I can count at least 2 Raiders now. 2 Raiders fans. I can't really say I have a lot of Raiders fans, but I got 2. As Christian Yelich stepping up to the plate, batting .264, OPS of 801, 28 homers and 96 RBIs. Dana delivers, almost hits Yelich, and well, hey, Chorio's going to say I'll take second because that was a pass ball. Been busy doing homework. I got you. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Life is busy. It's been, yeah. I definitely understand. Appreciate you for stopping by. Ceo's looking better than I expected. Well, I guess you're thinking about the offense in week 1 because that's really the only positive I got to say about them right now. 1-0 count. Dana looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That is in there for a called strike, 1-1. Steelers looked absolutely pathetic in Sunday's loss to the Seahawks. Yelich with 96 RBIs. That's actually good for 5th in the NL. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Check this swing. That is outside ball 2. 88-mile-per-hour changeup. Raiders are 500. I'm grateful for that. There we go. I wish I had the same outlook on the Steelers, but no, I expect to be 2-0 at this point. Playing the Jets and the Seahawks. Here's the 2-1. That is outside ball 3. So Dana showing some control issues, or he's just really fearful of Yelich. And again, Yelich has been pretty good, though not as of late. Last 7 games, OPS 536. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be hit to right. And look at me. Look at me go. As Yelich is going to bring in a run. Yelich is at second. Look at me saying, hey, he wasn't good as of late, which is true. But Yelich is shutting Doctor up right here, right now. And the Brewers already on top 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up William Contreras, batting .263, OPS of 763, 17 homers and 74 RBIs. Already the Brewers leading 1-0. Thanks to Christian Yelich. Was wishing for us to actually grab a hold of something for once. Seems like always kind of drop the opportunity to jump forward in any way possible. I got you, yeah. Creative losers. Yeah, creative losers. That's good. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be inside ball 1. You can say, yeah, the Steelers, obviously there was that special teams fiasco. That was a creative way to lose. That really killed the game. As soon as that happened, it was over. I felt it then, and yeah, that was the case. 1-0 count. Dana looks back at second. And, Yelich is caught up in a rundown, and he is out. Dana doing a great job fooling Yelich. Though Yelich, of course, with the RBI, so I don't think anyone cares. Jenny will be fine was a rough game, no doubt. Everyone throwing a fit. Oh, yeah. I bet for sure, yeah. He doesn't really have much room to operate. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. No, he looks good whenever he gets a chance in the open field. Even then, he's making, he's doing what he can to make people miss, and he's a tough guy to bring down. Here's the 1-1. That's in there for a called strike. 96 on the fastball. William Contreras, I don't know why, but he usually seems to have a pretty solid game every time I call it. Very worst, he always gets a hit. Here's the 1-2, and that's outside for ball 2. The offense is there. They just need to find a way to win. I'll tell you what, I was very disappointed, and I'll actually explain this after this pitch. 2-2 count. Dana rocks and fires. Breaking ball. That is inside ball 3. There's a moment last night where Smith was running around. He was going to his left, going to his right, going to his left, going to his right. It was a 4th down, and he breaks free, and then he throws it out of bounds. Like, what are you doing? He did a great job of trying to make a play there. As here's the 3-2. That is low for ball 4, but then just to throw it away on a 4th down. I'm like, man, that guy, what are you doing, Gino? So he walks Contreras. That's his second walk of Dana's second free pass this inning. Looks like the catcher, Ohapi, is going to have a little chat with Dana, trying to calm the young pitcher down. Bryce Terang's going to be coming to the plate, batting .286, OPS of .792, 18 homers and 75 RBIs. Definitely right. O-line struggling. Defense is really getting all too much pressure. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I don't really remember a time Herbert was pressured. On paper, we should be much better, but that's not always the case. Oh yeah, no, I know who am I to talk, but just me as a fan, I didn't really think highly of the Raiders going into this year, despite the changes. Well, you're a Steelers fan. Well, again, I don't take the Steelers. I don't leave them on when I'm looking at other teams. As Terang at the plate, Dana sets, rocks, and fires. That is low for ball 1. Just missed below the knees. 1-0 count to Terang. Again, a .286 average in 2025 is pretty much batting .350 like 20 years ago. I'm not even kidding. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That is outside. 2-0. 2-0 count. I saw an article on some kind of post saying when Carr used to do the whole thing, fan base would go insane about it. When Gino does every sort of giving it the waiver. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Yeah, I don't really know. I can't speak to that. You would know because, I don't know. I was never a Derek Carr guy at all at any point in time. You were at the Brewer game last Sunday and saw Danny Jansen his first homer as Brewer. Nice, Nick. That's always cool, man. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball. That's going to get past the diving first baseman. The right fielder was shaded towards center, so he's just now getting to it. As Contreras is at third, Terang's at second. Look at that. A double. And the Brewers, hey, they may have clinched a playoff spot. They don't seem to be chilling out about it, though. That's always good to see if you're a Brewers fan. Andrew Vaughn coming to the plate, batting .251, OPS of .707, 14 homers, 60 RBIs. You can love the game, still hate your team, 100%. I don't hate the team. I'm just, when they stink, I'm going to call it out. I mean, that's why I feel like what fans should do. Fans should be able to call out the team and not be called a hater for it. Vaughn at the plate, runners on second and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing, breaking ball. That is outside ball 1. Me pretty much my whole life, minus like 2 seasons. Yeah, it's been rough to be a Raider fan. It's been rough. 1-0 count. Dana looks over at third, kicks and deals. That is outside ball 2. Raiders lack confidence in offense. Defense is good enough. We just need to go touchdown for touchdown. It's our offense that just lacks confidence. Wait, no, I got you. 2-0 count. Dana rocks and fires. That is low for ball 3. Again, Dana struggling to locate the strike zone. Been to a few Fresno games. Kurt Warner was in attendance. Pretty cool. Yeah. Look at that. Saw EJ's first touchdown. That's neat. That is neat. Kurt Warner. What a legend. I'd be so intimidated to go up to him. I'm like, well, this is probably the only time I get to meet Kurt Warner, so I'd probably go up and at least say hi. Here's the 3-0. That is right down the middle for a called strike again. Vaughn at the plate. Yelich has already brought in a run. He was tagged out, though, in a rundown, but they have runners on second and third with 2 outs. 3-1 count. Dana looks back at second. Rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 100% fans should call out their own teams. I'll take a flight to Vegas to boo them if I have to. Yeah. You got to do it. Yeah, no, it's wrong. 3-2 count. Dana delivers. Chopper. And that's going foul. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm seen as a hater, but I feel like for Steelers fans, it's becoming more and more like, all right, Tomlin. It looks the same every year now at this point. You know, it's time. It might be time to part ways. Though, again, most of them are like, oh, he's never had a winning season. Okay. Or never had a losing season. Come on. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right. Adele running, and he makes the catch in foul territory. Not much room over there in right, but unlucky, I guess, for Vaughn. But, hey, the Brewers do strike first with the run of their own here. 1-0 as we head to the top of the second inning. College OMG, I don't even want to talk about UCLA. Yeah, well, unfortunately, you guys have like a absolute cancer at quarterback. And that's weird to say about college. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not really him. It's more of his parents. But you can kind of like, not saying it's all the time. Children are sometimes a reflection of their parents. That's not always the case. But, yeah, Nico. Yeah, anyway. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I mean, liking helps out this little channel. It's a growing channel, folks. So I appreciate you guys all clicking on this live stream, giving me a chance to call this game for you. And, of course, subscribing definitely helps as well. I don't really have much of a pitch here for the Angels fans other than you just flat out enjoy the play-by-play experience. I will be live tomorrow, Wednesday night, for this game as well. I'm doing a doubleheader tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be able to do 2 games. So that's always fun. For the Brewers, hey, I have a lot of you guys already subscribed. You guys have been a very gracious fan base to this Pirates fan, so I really appreciate you guys breaking down the Pirates-Brewers rivalry, at least for me. I don't really dislike you guys at all anymore. You guys have been very nice. And, of course, I will be covering the postseason as well for baseball. So if you need a play-by-play guy for the postseason, I may have you covered. And you can leave out the may. I will have you covered for sure. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys. I've always said that I'll have a calm and cool conversation with opposing fans, but then they start throwing all the crap talk. Yeah, I totally understand. Like, I can call out the Steelers, but then someone else calls out the Steelers. Like, okay, all right, it gets me riled up as well, even though they're saying probably the truth. I won't like it, though. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. This is Logan O'Hoppe. And I feel like every time I've called an Angels game, which hasn't been often, he's very happy at the end of the game. Here's the pitch. That's chopped foul. Usually has a decent game. Batting .217, OPS of 646, 19 homers and 43 RBIs. Really talking about them because they always prove me wrong. Yep. Cubs 3, Pirates 1 into 4th. That sounds about right. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes O'Hoppe. Not so happy right now. That'll bring up Christian Moore. Kenneth, how's it going? Yeah. I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Kenneth? Batting 192, OPS of 635, 5 homers and 13 RBIs. The rookie looking to climb above 200 on the batting average, as that's going to be taken for a call string. Thursday, I don't really have a Thursday schedule yet. I will find out Thursday what I'm doing Thursday. But I can tell you tomorrow I do have 2 games. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. We did have a late change today. Was going to be Pirates-Cubs. That one was shifted on out for this game. We went ahead. We, as in me. I don't know why I say we. That's what everyone else does. I guess I do it too. But, yeah, I went ahead and made the decision to cover this game. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside for ball 1. 1-2 count to Moore. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt, ball 2. Two and 2 count. 1 out here in the top of the second. The Brewers leading 1-0. Peralta rocks and fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did not. I actually don't remember if True Raider's a Pirates fan. I don't remember. I appreciate the updates, though. I'll be sure to get you some updates starting in the bottom of the second, or after the bottom of the second. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be cut on and fouled back. But I do have a poll. Feel free to let me know what you think. 75% of you guys have the Brewers winning today. The Angels only at 25%. So no win number 70 according to you guys today. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. Three and 2 count to Christian Moore. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right as well, as Moore's just fighting it off at this point. Braves beat the Nationals 6-3. Have the Braves been playing a lot better lately? I can't remember that. I mean, it looks like they might be a little bit too late there, but here's the 3-2. That's going to be inside, upstairs, and inside for ball 4. But yeah, the Braves at one point they were like 12 games below 500, and they had a positive run differential. You know, that's always interesting. Carter Kieboom, his first major league appearance since 2023. So that's cool. His numbers for his career is, here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. That is going foul. So he didn't play at all last year, and then first at bat this year. Career numbers for him: 199 OPS of 598, 12 homers and 42 RBIs. This season in AAA, batting .319, 9 homers and 57 RBIs. So very good season in AAA, as that's going to be low for ball 1. Going to lock in on the schoolwork. Been cool to stop by. Yeah, no, appreciate you, man. Thank you as always. It's good to talk to you again, man. Hopefully all is well. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Always a pleasure. Joseph Broseph. I think Sean asked about you the other day as well. Here in California, when a Steelers fan starts talking smack, I just ask one question. Spell Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This guy. Oh, jeez. Here's the 1-2. That is low for ball 2. I don't know what's so hard about Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania there. I could spell it, but hey, maybe some just can't. 2-2 count to Kieboom. Peralta rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to shallow center on the run. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Then Frelick has trouble with it, but he does throw it in. Moore is safe at second, so a blooper. Hey, look at that. First hit in a few years. He's got to feel good about that. So that'll mean runners on first and second for the Angels, as Denzer Guzman's going to be at the plate. He's batting .333 OPS of .667. We will round up. No homers, no RBIs, only has 6 at-bats in his young MLB career. It's only a few days old. As here's the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. SGA doesn't like Pittsburgh. He'll cheer for the Cubbies, though. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. 1-1 count to Guzman, I should say. It's got a good number, number 13. It's a great number. 1-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Denzer Guzman. I don't know why I keep saying that. He's a young guy, 21-year-old. Jeez, 21-year-old rookie. 1-2 count. Peralta sets and fires. That is called. Strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. That is 5 strikeouts for Peralta. So now he only needs 10 more. And then he'll hit at 200 on the year. Of course, most likely not happening today unless it's just an amazing performance. This is Bryce Teodosio. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. He's batting .218, OPS of .579, no homers and 5 RBIs. Taco and mashed potatoes and shrimp for tonight. Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm not much of a seafood guy, though. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, but the tacos and mashed potatoes. Oh, yeah. My wife is more of the shrimp person. 0-2 count. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Freddie Peralta. So we head to the bottom of the second. The Brewers leading 1-0 over the Angels. Jeez, turn up the mic. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but I can't really turn it up a lot. This is it. This is all I can do. So I'm very sorry. Very sorry. But I am very appreciative of you stopping by. If you leave after that, hey, it is what it is. But this is the best I can do. I don't know why. The mic is not 100% or anything like that, as it's seen better days. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. So, yeah, appreciate you again. It's mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around as evidenced by tonight. And tomorrow night, I'll actually be returning to this series as well, as the Pirates play in the afternoon at around 12 o'clock or so. And then this game is on at 6:40 my time. So we'll be able to do both. Hopefully that sounds good to you guys to like and subscribe. Again, I'll be covering the postseason as well. So, again, I'll see the Brewers there for sure. Durbin, Perkins, and Ortiz are due up for the Brewers. But, yeah, I've played around with the settings, and I have no idea. I've done everything I can. The volume, on my end, it's in the yellow. I cannot be in the red because then it's like, yeah, it's not good. But, oh well. Durbin is batting .262, OPS of .739, 11 homers and 49 RBIs. Again, he's a rookie, and he's done very good as of late. OPS over 900 the last 7 games. Thursday, my Dodgers play the Giants. Ooh, that might be a big series. As here's the pitch. That is low for ball, and the Giants, they're looking to get in the playoffs. They've turned it up as of late. The Mets have fallen apart. Giants might be taking advantage. As here's the 1-0. That is inside, almost hit Durbin for ball 2. I think the Diamondbacks were actually above the Giants, if I remember correctly. 2-0 count. Dana rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 2-1. 2-1 count. Dana trying to say, let's go, hurry up. I guess to his catcher, I have no idea. Here is the pitch. That is upstairs, ball 3. Slider missing just above the zone. Jeez, it's really bright on my screen now. 3-1 count to Durbin. Seems to be getting better as the season goes along. As Dana rocks and fires. That's in there for a called strike. 3-2 count to Caleb Durbin. Dana delivers the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right. And Adele trips in the outfield. And Durbin will say, thank you very much. That is, I don't think he would have gotten there. It was going to be close, but yeah. That for sure helps. So Durbin, after Adele trips in the outfield, he gets on. That'll bring up Blake Perkins. Perkins batting .215, OPS of .630, 3 homers and 14 RBIs on the season. Runner on first. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Dana will set and try to pick off Durbin, but Durbin is back safe and sound. Dana comes to a set. Rocks and fires. Showing bunt. That's inside. Throw to second. Not in time and not on target. He did pull back on the bunt attempt, by the way, so that was not a strike. And Durbin is on at second. And the Brewers not taking any days off. They may have clinched, but they look to be keeping the same mindset, and that's good to see. 1-0 count to Perkins. Dana looks back at second. And delivers. That's going to be a tapper right in front. Oh, Hoppy's going to not get there in time. Throw to first, not in time at all. Perkins just hustling down the line. Again, that tapper wouldn't go out of bounds. Out of bounds in a foul territory. Sorry, football in the mind. That'll bring up Joey Ortiz. Batting .229, OPS of .595, 7 homers, 44 RBIs. So runners on the corners, nobody out. Perkins takes his lead at first. Again, Ortiz coming to the plate. Dana delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 0-1 count to Ortiz. Not really known for his bat. Last 30 games, though, OPS of .656, which is higher than his regular season OPS. So that's going to be hit to right. That's going foul. Ortiz apparently this year batting .278 with runners in scoring positions. That's good to see. If you're a Brewers fan, 0-2 count to Ortiz. Dana delivers. That is outside, ball 2. Throw to second, and Perkins is safe. So both runners in scoring position. That is Perkins' 6th stolen base of the year. Brewers staying aggressive. One and two counts. Dana sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Folding with the changeup. He struck him out. That'll bring up Sal Frelick. Frelick is 0 for 1. He's batting .295, OPS of .762, 10 homers and 57 RBIs. Runners on second and third, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Brewers leading 1-0. Here's the pitch. That is in there, but it's not called a strike. One and 0. Dana comes to a set. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Chopper, and that's going foul. Runners on second and third for the Brewers. Frelick at the plate. Dana, deep breath, and will just toss over to third to keep him honest. And the Brewers fans will let him know about it. Dodgers only have 2 wins over the San Diego for the division. That's why this week against the Phillies and Giants are very important. Oh, yeah. Dodgers might be looking at a wild card spot. That could be huge. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. And that is just foul. Yeah, oh, that's not what it is. Yeah, let's look at the Dodgers at home. One of the best teams in baseball away. They have a losing record. So this is a very big series for the Dodgers. Coming up for them. Plenty of them, yeah. All these games are. Here's the 1-2. That is it. The dirt. Oh, the ball gets away. But he does not advance. My throat is choking up here. Pardon me. Sorry. Like I said, I do apologize. Not at 100%. Probably a cold coming on by, but I'll live. I'll just try to live through it and call this game. And, of course, tomorrow's games as well. 2-2 count. Dana sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right, but it's right at Adele. He's going to throw home. Durbin tagging up, and he is safe. Sacrifice fly works to perfection. I can't even speak anymore. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio. Chourio batting .280 OPS of 804. 20 homers and 75 RBIs. He walked earlier in this one. Runner on second, 2 outs. Dana looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Prince, how's it going? It's good to see you again. Thank you, Stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not 100% today, but hey, we're gonna make it happen. 0-1 counts for Chourio. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball 1. Runner on second. That is Perkins. Dana kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is inside. Ball 2 almost hit him. Almost hit Chourio. Steelers defense really disappointed this weekend. They disappoint all the time. Overrated, Prince. It was really frustrating. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be popped up. And that's going to go foul. Tonight with the runners in scoring position, the Brewers actually 2 for 4. So, again, really solid at the plate just in general. Drawing walks, extending at bats. Yep, it is what it is. We'll see. They have the Patriots this week, the Steelers. I actually don't think we win that game. It's in New England. So I'm trending New England right now. 2-2 count. Here is the pitch. Chopper to third. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 3. But the Brewers add another one, as it's now 2-0 over the Angels. Hey, Dr. Lay, hope you're well, my laddie. Yeah, I'm okay. Might be a little bit sick, but I'll live. Lightning has entered this guy. You do not have a delayed diehard membership, but I appreciate you. Sean, how's it going? Thank you for stopping on by. Got the Brewers and Angels. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. Of course, tonight's game is the Angels Brewers, and I'm a Pirates fan. I do bounce around. Again, it's not just a Pirates channel. I do a lot of Pirates, but it's not always the case, as evidenced by tonight. Of course, tomorrow we'll be doing a doubleheader, Cubs-Pirates for the final game of the series there, and then Angels-Brewers again on Wednesday night. So definitely subscribe. Of course, I do a lot of other things, a lot of college football, and, of course, the NFL as well. Believe it or not, and it's just worked out this way for you Brewers fans, that I have actually done both Packers games up until this point of the season. Not going to carry over into Week 3 because the Packers played at the same time as the Steelers, but I'm just saying that has happened. That has happened. We really need these ones because the Phillies are on it. Yeah, no, well, maybe you do have a tale to tell, Prince. But you're sponsored by him, and you're not sponsored by him. But again, appreciate you guys. We'll quickly go over the scores real quick. Again, thank you to all those that have supported me. Appreciate everyone for just clicking on the live stream again. That really helps out a lot. But thank you to the donors. And, of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor. Yes, that is a real person. Thank you for sponsoring Coffee Beans. The Indians up on the Tigers 3-2 in the bottom of the sixth. The Cubs leading the Pirates 4-1 with bases loaded in the top of the sixth. The Red Sox leading the A's 1-0. Mets leading the Padres 8-2. Blue Jays leading the Rays 4-0. Mariners over the Royals 7-0. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. White Sox leading the Orioles 2-1. Yankees leading the Twins 6-1. The Cardinals lead the Reds 1-0. Astros lead the Rangers 1-0. Here's the 0-1. That is outside ball one. Braves have defeated the Nationals 6-3 earlier in this one. This is Oswald Peraza at the plate. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2. Peraza is batting .172 OPS of 500, 5 homers, 19 RBIs. So for 1 in this one. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. Terang is under it, and will make the catch for out number 1. This is Mike Trout, and he has walked earlier in this one. Does anyone actually think the Angels have a chance of squeaking out a win? I mean, baseball, again, it's like you flip a coin. You never know what's going to happen. Of course, the better team will probably win 2 of the 3. But you never know. You really don't. It could happen. Anything can happen. Trout batting .231, OPS of 779, 21 homers, and 58 RBIs. You got an email that someone gifted me. Yeah, no, I believe that was, who was that actually? I mean, I can check that very soon. Joseph Broseph, no, he's doing homework now. That's Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That is in there for a call strike. I did tell him that you were asking about him. MLB season got fast. Yeah, no, it has. Hammer gifted. He's gifted everybody. All my gifted subs are due to Hammer. So, again, very appreciative of Hammer. He's awesome. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. There isn't really a perk, really. I mean, there's really not many perks, obviously. You have the emojis in the chat where, really, I'm only allowed to have 4 as of now because, well, I'm a growing channel. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Those are the emojis. Obviously, it's Pittsburgh stuff. And then, of course, you can join the Pigskin Pick'em group I'm in now that you are a member. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. That one at the wall. Oh, he makes the catch for out number 2. Trout made some great contact there. Oh, my goodness. But did not leave the ballpark. That'll bring up Taylor Ward He's batting .222, OPS of 771, 31 homers, and 98 RBIs. Yes, no, Hammer has been very, very nice. Hat Pirates emoji. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why it just wouldn't accept the regular one, as that's going to be low for ball one. I had to put that one. So, it is what it is. But when I get more members, I could add more emojis, and then that's the plan. I try to get like almost every single team if I can for baseball and football. That's going to be outside 2-0. All right, Lightning. We're going to go ahead and put you in a little bit of a timeout there. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. And Terang is under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Angels as we head to the bottom of the third. The Brewers lead 2-0. Yeah, Nightbot might be a little bit too spam. Again, I'm still working on that stuff there. You know, we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. Folks, appreciate it again. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Definitely helps small channels like mine. Yeah, the only emoji that matters. Oh, I gotcha. Well, I honestly wanted like the angry pirate, you know. But I have had a recommendation to get like the 80s pirate era, like the smiling pirate with like the clean shaven beard. That's a good looking logo. I prefer though the 2000s. I understand there's a lot of negative feelings because the Pirates were terrible during that time. I mean, well, nothing's really changed, but I don't know. That to me is classic. Is Hammer here this evening? He has not checked in yet. I think he might be focused on the Rangers-Astros game. He's a big Rangers fan, and he hates the Astros. Hates them. But I know Hammer's been very, very supportive of the channel, and I really appreciate him. Appreciate all of you guys again. You know, again, thank you for just clicking on the live stream, giving me a chance to call this game. Again, I do apologize. I know Pittsburgh, I did say I was doing the Pirates-Cubs game today, but did have to make a change. Just felt like this was better for the channel going forward, at least for today, because, you know, like that's when the other Pirate streamers will come out and do the Paul Skeens game. So I'm like, well, rather than compete and struggle, I'm going to do a Brewers game, you know. And again, the Brewers fans have been very supportive, and I really do appreciate them coming on out. But I got you tomorrow, though. We got the final game of the series, Pirates-Cubs, in the afternoons. Christian Yelich coming to the plate, batting .266, OPS of 806, 28 homers, and 97 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is inside for ball one. Yeah, on the afternoon. I mean, I go live. The first game is at 11:35 Central Time, 12:35 Eastern. And then the second game is the same time. It's this one, as that's going to be outside ball two. It'll be 6:35 Central Time, 7:35 Eastern Time. It'll be Angels and Brewers. 2-0 count to Yelich. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one. Too bad Pittsburgh's losing to the Cubs. Yeah, no, I mean, not much. Not much is new there, Steven. Even with Skeens, it doesn't matter. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. So 2-2 count to Christian Yelich. Again, he's 1 for 1 with the RBI double. He had that in the first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is caught for out number 1. Hit well, but right to the left fielder. Had to make a little bit of a run, but Ward could get there. As that'll bring up William Contreras. Contreras with the walk. In this one's batting .263, OPS of 764. 17 homers and 74 RBIs. Be nice to gain a game. I'm sorry, you know. I understand. You guys should be fine, though. As here's the pitch. That is going to be a blooper to left center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. That might have been a broken bat. I don't think he'll care though. A hit is a hit. That'll bring up Bryce Terang, batting .288 OPS of .795, 18 homers and 75 RBIs. Again, you probably should clinch the division by Friday, Saturday. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's, well, maybe not, but no. I have my math wrong. But you guys should be fine. Probably next week, early next week, as a pickoff attempt fails. My math was wrong. I apologize. But yeah, no, you guys should easily. 5 games up with about 12 to go. Yeah. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Dr. Lay, should MLB expand from 30 to 36? Only one team in each division. Vancouver, Portland, Oklahoma City, New Orleans, Nashville, and Montreal. What do you think? Here's the 0-1. That's going to be popped up. Shallow left on the run. And he makes the catch. Guzman makes the catch, route number 2. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they should. I mean, it'd be neat to see Montreal. Nashville, I mean, they have a minor league team already. I don't know how their attendance numbers are. Same with Oklahoma City, so I don't know. It's a tough one. I mean, you already have a problem with owners not spending anyway. I don't know. It's a tough one. As here's the pitch, that's going to be hit to right. I mean, we would need hey, you guys need to spend. You can't just have the team and then minimum payroll the A's and the Pirates. So I don't know. I would say no. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, guys. This is Andrew Vaughn at the plate. My bad. Vaughn is 0 for 1, batting .251, OPS of .705, 14 homers and 60 RBIs. That's my bad. Plan to join tomorrow. Nice. Well, hey, if you can't, that's okay. Appreciate you. Sean, you've been here for a while, so I appreciate it. 0-2 count. Pickoff attempt. It's back safe and sound. Again, it's 0-2. 0-2 is the count. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third. 1 man on. He's at first. Brewers leading 2-0 over the Angels. Dana sets. Kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball outside. As it's 1-2. MLB needs to expand more out west. Realignment seems like a good idea, but would Central Times, playing a good portion of the games on the West Coast. No, that would be kind of a bummer. As here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to right. Adele on the run, but that is going out of play. I would agree if they did more teams, it should be more Central to West Coast. Yeah, I would agree. More so West, but I mean, I don't know. Again, the problem for me is we need owners that have money, or that are willing to spend as well. I mean, you can't just get a team and okay, well, here's $50 million. That's your payroll. We can't do that. That's a problem with today's MLB. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going foul. Oh, failure of an attempt. But he tried. The ball boy. That's what I was talking about. He tried, though. Gave a good effort. 1-2. Dana sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to center. And that's going to drop for a base hit. Turns and throws. And Contreras is at third. Runners on the corners now all of a sudden. With, again, 2 outs. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin, spending 264, OPS of 742, 11 homers, and 49 RBIs. He's 1 for 1 in this one. Mound visit for Dana. Young pitcher. He has struggled in his young MLB career. Folks, again, appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, I've been butchering the English language today. My head is all fuzzy, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting sick, but I will be okay. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just having a bad day. But oh well, I'll be okay. I will be okay. But again, the Brewers are threatening. They have runners on the corners. Durbin's already gotten a hit today. And he's been much better down the stretch. And really, the Brewers in general have, as they aren't taking it any easier that they have a playoff spot. Dana sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. One expansion solve that problem of money and leverage for players to be traded or drafted. Kind of. Maybe from one way of looking at it, but I also see it as, that's more players that are that might dilute the pool. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. As Contreras is going to come on to score, and it's now 3-0 there in Milwaukee. So I don't know. I kind of see it the other way as well. But I can see both sides. I can see it in theory. It could go either way. Because that'll be, I don't know. It's a good point, but I don't know. I just feel like it would work the other way as well. Ideally, you're correct, but I don't know. I don't know if the owners would have the ideals that we would have. As Perkins will be at the plate. Looks like they're having a little chat here with Durbin, the manager. I don't know what happened. But Perkins coming to the plate, batting .221, OPS of 639. 3 homers, 14 RBIs. Again, the manager having a chat with Durbin. I don't know what happened there. Hang in there, Dr. B. Not weird. Yeah, I'll be okay. Well, Durbin just kind of looks slow going to first. I don't know. I didn't really see it, but he was slow. Perkins coming to the plate again. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Dana sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Perkins, who's also 1 for 1 on the day. Again, if you're just tuning in, Brewers leading 3-0 over the Angels. Here's the 0-1. That is outside for ball 1. Dana at 72 pitches. So I don't know if he lasts much longer. Probably another inning. Dana sets on the 1-1. Rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that's going foul. Count is 1-2 to Perkins. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Dana looks back at second. Kicks and deals. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. He struck him out. 50-50 call goes against the Brewers. As we head to the top of the 4th, the Brewers lead 3-0 over the Angels. Rick is up full. What the heck? How's it going, Rick? It has been a while, Rick. How you doing? The Brewers, again, leading 3-0. Folks, thank you guys for clicking on this live stream. Appreciate you guys. Press that like button if you can. Definitely helps this little channel out. Of course, just clicking on the live stream helps this little channel out. And if you can subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome. that would, again, we're a growing channel. Just 6 months ago, we were at 30 subs. Opening day is when I started really calling a lot of games. And, again, 6 months later, here we are. Just crossed 840 a few days ago. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Hopefully you're able to like and subscribe. And, again, for the Brewers fans, I'll be covering the postseason as well. So definitely subscribe, and I'm sure I'll see you guys there because, again, I'll be doing it, and you guys already clinched. So you can rest assured I'll be covering the Brewers in the postseason. Angels fans, can't really make a strong pitch for you other than if you like the NFL. I also do NFL games, and what I can do here, so here's my Burger King. That was kind of interesting. So I have you guys pick the other game I call. So I do the Steelers every week, but I do call another game. So if you're a fan of West Coast teams, well, that's the afternoon window. Again, usually that's how it works. I ask, hey, what am I calling? So right now, the Broncos-Chargers looks like that's what I'm going to be calling right after the Steelers and the Patriots. So, yeah, you guys will have some pool on the channel. As I do, again, ask for you guys, like, hey, help me pick a game, could I pick it myself? Yeah, I could, obviously, but it's a way to maybe, get to you guys like, hey, maybe that sounds interesting. You guys control what I call. Like and sub, 2 more likes for 25. Nice, appreciate it, man. And make sure to like and subscribe. So that's going to be hit to shallow right. Terang is there to make the catch. Then they really get to go over Adele's stats. That'll bring up Logan O'Hoppe. He's batting .217 OPS of 645, 19 homers and 43 RBIs. O'Hoppe is 0 for 1. Peralta sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right. Frelick is there and makes the catch for out number 2 very quickly. 2 outs. That'll bring up Christian Moore, who walked earlier. Andre, let's go Brew Crew. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Andre. Good to see you. He's batting 192 OPS of 640, 5 homers and 13 RBIs. Hey, Brewers fan here. Appreciate you streaming them. Live in Indiana. They don't air the games here. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, well, I call games, and that is part of the reason why is that's going to be in there for a call strike. I obviously don't live anywhere close to Milwaukee. Well, I don't know. You guys might not know that, but yeah, I live here in Texas. I have the MLB TV app. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be upstairs. Almost hits him in the face. 1-1. So yeah, I call games. That's what I do. And again, there's a reason. The reason there's a market for this because people, hey, sometimes they don't have the channel. So this is kind of what I do. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be inside ball 2. And of course, again, I'm a Pirates fan, Josh. So it's going to be mostly Pirates on the channel. Of course, their season's coming to an end in 2 weeks. But like I said, I will be doing the postseason. So rest assured, I'll be doing plenty of Brewers games in October, as that's going to be outside ball 3. 850, awesome. Hey, we crossed this night. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. You'll be glad to know I called the hotline, got the help I needed. This guy, that's going to be hit to right. That's right. I was thinking about, who was the guy that was saying some of the stuff about the hotline? Might need some help there. Talk him out of it. Yeah. Don't bet the Pirates took their... Yeah, it's a good advice. That's the advice I gave you. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. Just hugging the left field line. Well, that's good, Andre. I'm proud. I'm happy for you. Yeah, if you're a sports bettor, also, again, hey, I might be calling a game you might need some information on. But some advice here, I would never put money on the Pirates, ever. Don't do it. Just save your money. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to go foul. Only 5 away from 100. Nice. Good stuff there. Someday, you'll get there. You'll get there. You just got to keep going. Again, you can't quit. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Nice play by Durbin. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Go the Angels. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0. But yeah, you gotta keep it going. And again, I don't know. I guess I disagree with your vision for your channel there, but it is what it is. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. The like button is like a thumbs up thing. Believe it or not, even if you press the thumbs down one, it actually helps the channel. So if you hate me and you think you're going to get to me by thumbs down and go, ha, that's actually interactions. YouTube loves that. Again, thank you to the donors. Thank you to all the members, all that stuff. Appreciate you guys. And, of course, Coffee Beans. Yes, that's a real person. She's the sponsor of the segment. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. The Indians lead 3-2 over the Tigers. The Cubs leading 4-1 over the Pirates. The A's lead the Red Sox 2-1. The Mets over the Padres 8-2. They still have plenty to go in the bottom of the 6th. Mariners leading the Royals 9-0. Orioles over the White Sox 4-2. Cardinals leading the Reds 3-0. Blue Jays currently over the Rays 5-3. Yankees all over the Twins 10-1. Astros leading the Rangers 1-0 in the top of the 3rd. Zeros in Colorado as they host Miami. And the Braves Nationals game 2 0-0. Game 1 Braves defeated the Nationals 6-3. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Hey, if you're a fan of sports, baseball, football, doesn't matter. This is what I do. I call games. Okay, yes, it's mostly Pirates. But again, I do bounce around as evidenced by tonight. You can't do NFL primetime games because of school unless I have the day off. Honestly, I totally get it. Primetime games, I don't know. Right now, I'm still kind of iffy if I even should continue to do those right now. Again, it's a growing channel, but, obviously everyone would want to watch Tom Grossi, obviously, and, the other big streamers. So when there's just one game on, it's really tough for small channels to compete. It really is. As Dana kicks and deals, that's in there for a cold strike. You'd pick the Pirates over Colorado Rockies all day long, would you? I guess so. I don't know. The Rockies did take the series over Pittsburgh in Colorado. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be low for ball 1. It really got bright on my screen now because they're doing this FanDuel graphic. Oh, my goodness. Steelers fan, how's it going? How's it going? 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Throws to first for out number 1. So Ortiz goes down. That'll bring up Sal Frelick. He's 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly. He's batting .295, OPS of 762, 10 homers, 58 RBIs. Hold off on MLB till next season. Okay. Here is the pitch. Showing bunt, pulls back, ball 1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Yeah, no, I would definitely start off and try to get some, baseball's been very good to this channel. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2-0 count. I know you say you're a Reds fan. I don't know how many. There's not many people that do the Reds games. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside ball 3. The thing with me, with the Pirates, is that no one cares about the Pirates, even Pittsburgh fans. They just, I actually get more luck when I don't call Pirates games. So I love them. As here's the 3-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 4, so that's why I call their games, But it's tough. It really is tough. Greg Brown sounds depressed announcing. Yeah, I would too. Covering the Pirates for over 30 years, and they've only had four winning seasons, I think, or something like that in that time. Yeah. Jackson Chourio batting .280, OPS of 802, 20 homers and 75 RBIs as Dana sets and fires. That is low for ball 1. But yeah, you cover a team for over 30 years and have only seen 4 winning seasons. The fact that he's able to keep doing this, mean, jeez. I salute him. I know he gets a lot of hate from Pittsburghers. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Yinzers, or Pittsburgh fans in general. But I love Greg Brown. I do. He's awesome. Good evening, Bing. How's it going? How's it going? As Dana sets on the 1-1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Cubs 4, Pirates 1, top of the 8th. Yep, sounds about right. Yeah, it's so fun. 1-2 count. Dana sets, rocks and fires. That is called strike 3. Oh, wait, what? Okay, no, it is called strike 3. Brewers broadcast added a ball. I saw this guy do that. I'm like, what the heck? Nope, that's a strikeout. Fooled me there. FanDuel Sports in Milwaukee. You had me. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. It's 1 for 2 with an RBI doubles, batting .265, 804, 28 homers, 97 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside, ball 1. Match with the Guards, sweep the Tigers, then take the series over the Twins. Then they have Detroit and Cleveland. It would be Bedlam and Cleveland. Maybe, I don't know. Cleveland's not really much of a Bedlam place. They're used to losing, you know. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. I pick on you because, again, you're a Browns fan, and yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. But, hey, the Pirates are the Browns of the NFL, so there you go. It's going well, but the Mets are struggling. They have been, Bing. You know, I thought I was going to be seeing the Mets in October on the channel, but I don't know anymore. It's looking rough. It's looking rough out there. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike. I think Connor Griffin would be the Pirate. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Not as of now. 2-1 count to Yelich. 2 outs. Runner on first. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. So 2-2 count. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Cleveland Indian/Guardian streamers as well, so you can look into that. I thought you were a Reds guy, though, but I call who you want. 2-2 count. Dana's going to throw to first, and he's safe. Two and 2 count to Yelich. Dana looks over at first. He's at 89 pitches. Again, I don't think he'll be out there for the 5th. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. Again, that breaking ball breaks so much. There are many teams threatening for their spot in the playoff tournament. There are. Bing, you guys have fallen off a cliff. You guys need to find something that's sticking out and grab it and then climb your way back up because you guys have struggled. 3-2 count. Dana sets. Rocks and fires. Chopper, and that's going foul. Hate the Browns. Yeah, I didn't really hate the Browns until 2019, and then their fans started talking. Pretty much the Myles Garrett incident changed how I viewed the Browns and their fans. It's become hate, actually. You guys should be irrelevant, and you guys are, but you guys talk. You guys talk way too much. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to center. Center fielder at the warning track, leaping at the wall. That one is gone, and it hits his head. It bounced back and hit the center fielder's head. Oh, man, the center fielder's got to be ticked for many reasons. As Yelich hits his 29th homer of the season, 99th RBI. And the Brewers lead 5-0 here in Milwaukee. Guards' last 6 games are at home, so if they at least can take 2 or 3 from Detroit and win the Twins, we'll make a primetime, at least make a push. Okay. I didn't know you guys were still in it, to be honest with you. You rock and fight this guy. Do you have any Mets games on the schedule moving forward? I don't know. I don't think so, Bing, but I can take a look. Let's go Bucks. Yeah, let's go Bucks. Yelly. Oh, Garrett lied about that. I mean, that was such an obvious lie. If he actually said that, there would be a much more bigger situation. But again, Garrett, he waited until a week later to say something? Nah. I mean, there would have been an immediate response on the field. Everyone would be like, hey, we got a situation here. Garrett, but no. Garrett's a liar. I have no respect for Garrett. He's just not a good. I mean, he's a dirty player, and apparently he doesn't. He also drives fast too, 100 miles an hour, but we just glossed over that. I mean, he acts like he's from Georgia. Let me see. I'd have to look at the Mets here. I don't think so, Bing, but I'll look. I'll be thinking of you when I'm picking these games, Bing, and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay. If there's an opposite time slot, that's going to be pretty tough to do. We'll see. I will try. I will try. But we have a pitching change, by the way. If you're wondering what the heck am I talking about, well, it's ranting about Myles Garrett, and there's a pitching change. So I'm kind of just doing my own thing here. But going to be a new pitcher for the Angels. Going to be Chase Silseth. It's actually looking pretty decent. He's only pitched 6 games, but an ERA of a 1.50, though the WHIP is a 2.17. So, geez. But yeah, that'll be your new pitcher, as Contreras is going to be at the plate. Mason probably told me he needed Jesus. yeah, that's probably what it was. Send him off immediately. As here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to go foul. No. So what actually happened, and that's something that no one talks about, as here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball 1. So I think Mason's glove got actually caught. If you look at the footage, Mason's glove got caught in Garrett's helmet. Mason's trying to rip his glove away from Garrett, which looks like Mason ripping. But no, his hand was actually this way. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to be caught for out number 3. So we head to the we head to the top of the 5th. The Brewers up 5-0. They scored every inning so far. Yelich with, of course, a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the 4th to make it 5-0. But anyway, so no, his glove is yanking Garrett. Garrett obviously takes that personal, so he starts, I don't know, you'd have to look at the footage. And once you see that, you'll see that his glove was caught. And again, it's just Rudolph trying to get the glove free. And that's when it came to think. But no. The Steelers deleted the audio. That's actually amazing. That the Steelers and the NFL deleted the audio. No, that did not happen. But no, I'm sorry. That's a lie. No, Garrett's an idiot. Overrated as well. And yeah, poverty franchise. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, folks, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like the Browns. And it's really because of that game and because of what their fans became after that game. They could have been okay. They were quiet. They were kind of respectful to the grown-ups in the division, the Steelers and the Ravens, the classy ones. Maybe not classy, but hey, the leaders of the division. But now the Browns started yapping after that game, and it's been pretty bad. It's been pretty bad. Folks, though, like and subscribe if you're a sports fan. This is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. And, obviously it's mostly Pirates on the channel, but I do bounce around as evidenced by tonight. And, of course, I'll be returning to this series tomorrow night as well. Pirates Cubs play early Wednesday. And, Wednesday night these guys play as well. So, yeah, definitely Mason kicked him in the air. He was trying to get him off. Yeah. I mean, again, it's funny. We see the same footage and we have just different viewpoints. That's just crazy how it works. 4.5 sacks this season. I'm not saying, hey, I never brought up TJ, but look, Browns fans TJ and the Steelers live rent-free over there. And Browns fans didn't bring up TJ at all. Didn't bring him up at all. Carter Kiaboom. batting 1,000 on the year. Yeah, he's had a great year. Just kidding. He's only had one at-bat as here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. I feel a lot better now all of a sudden. I get heated in a debate here. Now I'm just like, okay. Now I'm locked in. 0-1 counts to Kiaboom, making his 2025 debut today. Here's the pitch. That is low for ball one. That wasn't a kick. It was push. It was more of a push. You're trying to push Garrett away from him. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside for 2-1. But again, you know what? If you're here at the end of the stream, we can look at the footage together live on camera. I can do a delay breakdown. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be popped up. That's going to go foul. You post the video? Oh, it's all good. Again, I'll do a breakdown at the end of the game. That'll be pretty fun if you guys are here. If you're not here, that's okay. I mean, that's all cool. I don't care about it, but again, that's what started the Browns talking. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball three, and of course, the Browns being the Steelers playoff game, you would act like the Browns now are 10-time Super Bowl champions because of that wild card game. It's amazing. 3-2 count. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. Called strike three. He struck him out. Kiaboom was ready to toss the bat for ball four, but no, sir. That was in the strike zone. That is 7 strikeouts for Peralta today. And, yeah, no, he only needs 8 more to get to 200 on the season, as that's going to be bring up Denzer Guzman. He's batting .286, OPS of .572. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. Only 7 at-bats on the year. Made his debut, MLB debut, just a few days ago. So congratulations to that young man. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in the dirt, ball one. What a last name, Kiaboom. Honestly, it is a legendary name. It is. There's some names that are just really fun to pronounce. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. On the run at the wall. Leaps, can't get there. That is gone. Denzer Guzman. Hey, look at that, folks. If this guy becomes successful, we just witnessed his first MLB home run. Denzer Guzman. Remember the name. A solo shot, and the Angels are on the board. Browns thought they were somebody because they didn't have to play. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly. Even washed Ben swept him in his final year. Oh, yeah. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. Bryce Teodosio's at the plate. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. He's batting .216, OPS of .573, no homers, and 5 RBIs. So again, folks, might have just witnessed a superstar's first ever home run. Here's the pitch. That is outside ball one. Could be. You never know. Could be a superstar. Denzer Guzman. 1-1 count to Bryce Teodosio. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. Frelick is under it, though, and will make the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up Oswald Peraza. He's batting .171, OPS of .498, 5 homers, and 19 RBIs. Pardon me. Watching the Pirates is like watching a kindergarten school team playing t-ball. Well, to be honest with you, the kindergartners can make contact because it's on a tee. The Pirates can't even make contact. Browns have a very bright future, and the Steelers will lose a lot of veterans after 2 seasons. And that is a fact. I don't know. I guess. I don't really think the Browns have a bright future, though, because it's been the same thing for the past forever. As that's going to be a chopper to third. Throws to first for out number 3. Well, hey, Guzman with his first career home run puts the Angels on the board. It's 5-1 here in Milwaukee. Brewers, of course, on top. Having two fresh first rounders, yeah. Yeah, I remember the 2014 draft there, Ultimate Sports? They had 3 of them. How did they all work out? Was it Manziel, Gilbert, and I don't even remember the other guy. But yeah, no, you guys are really good. It's the more things change, the more things stay the same. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. I apologize for all the Steelers-Browns talk here, but sometimes it happens. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Mistake by the lake. Oh, yeah, 100%. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're a fan of sports, baseball, football, doesn't matter. I cover it all on the channel. Of course, it's mostly Pirates, but of course I do bounce around from time to time, as evidenced by tonight. Cubs and the Pirates are playing, and I elected to not cover that game. And look at that. I'm really happy I did not, because they are down 4-1 to the Cubs, and I'm sick and tired of the Pirates losing. It's not the fact that they lose. It's the fact that they put up maybe 1 or 2 runs at most in those losses. So they just look so bad. Like last night, they only had 3 hits the entire night. They got shut out. So it's really boring. But yeah, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you're a sports fan, sports bettor, doesn't matter. I'll be covering the postseason as well. Again, Brewers fans, you guys will be featured in October for sure. Due up for the Brewers is Turang, Vaughn, and Durbin. David. Who's David? Oh, Njoku. Yeah, he's like an average tight end. His production equals to like a 2nd or 3rd rounder. Miles was 2017. Anyway, Turang's going to be at the plate. He's batting .287, OPS of .795, 18 homers and 75 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. 0-1 count. Silseth rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. 0-2 count to Bryce Turang. Turang's 1 for 2 with a double in this one. Browns have something special in Dylan. It's better than Shador. Here's the 0-2. It's going to be outside for ball 1. I do think Gabriel would fit a Stefanski offense. I will say that. I can honestly say that. I won't say that he's bad. I think he would fit that offense. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside for ball 2. I don't know if he'd work anywhere else, but I can tell you the Stefanski style of offense he would work. All right, Steelers fan, be respectful. Again, be respectful. 2-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 3. So 3-2 count. To Bryce Turang. Again, if you're just tuning in, Brewers leading 5-1 over the Angels. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 away for the Brewers. That'll bring up Andrew Vaughn. He's batting .253, OPS of .709, 14 homers and 60 RBIs. I know, Doctor, it's tough. It's Brown. I know. It's tough. But, hey, you got to try to be the bigger person here. As here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Plus, ultimate, he's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy at all. He's just a Browns fan. And Ohio State, which I know it's a terrible combo. But, he isn't a bad guy, though. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. So 2-0 count to Andrew Vaughn. It's 1 for 2 in this one. Silseth kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2-1 is the count to Vaughn as Silseth rocks and fires. That's going to be a foul tip, and that's fouled back. Strike 2. Good guy, bad teams. 100%. 100%. Two and two. Here's the pitch. That is high and in for ball 3. Gabriel JJ, yeah. That'd be neat. Though JJ's injured, so we'll get to see some Carson Wentz. Want some Carson Wentz there. Minnesota. I forgot who they're playing the Bengals. That's right. 3-2 count. Silseth rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Well, 2 away for the Brewers. That'll bring up Caleb Durbin. He's tasked with keeping this inning alive here. The Brewers have scored in every inning so far. This might be the first 0 so far for the Brewers. Batting .265, OPS of 745, 11 homers, 50 RBIs. He's 2 for 2. I believe he has 1 RBI. Yeah, has 1 RBI on the day. As Silseth rocks and fires. That is in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 counts. Silseth delivers. That is outside for ball 1. Yeah, no, Dylan, I mean, Gabriel's all right. I don't think he's amazing, but I think he's all right. 1-1 count. Silseth kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to right, and that's actually fouled back. 1-2. One and 2 count to Caleb Durbin. 2 singles today. Again, he has an RBI. Stole a base as well. Silseth delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and once again is a foul ball. If you're just tuning in, it's 5-1 Brewers over the Angels here in the bottom of the 5th. Brewers have looked good tonight. Angels really have 1 hit. They don't have just 1 hit, but like that, just 1 solid piece of offense. That was Guzman with the solo shot on the top of the 5th. Here's the 1-2. That is upstairs, ball 2. Silseth looking for the call, and that one's not even close. What in the world? What was Silseth doing? Throws a pitch probably 6 inches above the zone, and he's asking where it missed. That's actually pretty funny. Walking off the mound and all sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I need to be mature, but I enjoy the silly moments, you know? It's not something you see every day. This guy just literally confused that he couldn't get the strike call with a pitch that was way upstairs. 2-2 count. There's a little bit of a mound visit there. I love baseball. 6-7. I mean, it wasn't even. It was way upstairs. Might even be more than that. As here is the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right. That's going to be a foul ball. Two and 2 count to Caleb Durbin. Here's the pitch. I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about it. That's going to be a foul ball. Okay, I'm good. I'm locked in. All right, 2 and 2 count to Durbin. That's crazy. His reaction was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie. You guys need to look it up later. I don't know. Maybe it's not funny to you guys, but I enjoyed it. Silseth rocks and fires. That's going to be poked back again. Durbin's just fouled. I swear you're not replaying the footage. Oh, it's a foul ball to the right. Foul ball to the back. To the right. Foul ball to the right. No, it's legit. He's just fighting it off. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. 2 and 2. Silseth kicks and deals. Durbin hits this to left. Ward makes the catch at the warning track for out number 3. All right, that was a great at-bat. We head to the top of the 6th. The Brewers leading 5-1 over the Angels. Folks, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is a growing channel. It was just at, what? Again, it was at 6 months ago when opening day really started. We were at 30 subscribers. Now we're at 850. So again, this is a growing channel. Be a part of the growth. Subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. I call games. It's mostly Pirates, but of course, I will bounce around as evidenced by tonight. Tomorrow, I'm returning to this game as well in the evening. Angels, Brewers, same time, 6:40 Central Time. 4:40 for those on the Pacific time zone. But yeah, I'll be doing my Pirates early in the afternoon. So yeah, I'll be able to do 2 games tomorrow. Chris, how's it going? Doing the Brewers? Not yet. Go Brewers. They're comparing Dylan to Tua, but a stronger arm, more accurate, and better for this guy. Okay. I don't know about the last. I don't know if that last part was necessary there. Tua's accurate at times. But again, appreciate you guys hanging out. To make sure again to like and subscribe. More play-by-play. Hey, 2023 Tua? That guy was good. 2023 Tua was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, he's definitely struggled, though, as of late. Folks, feel free to chat in the comments. Comment in the chat, whatever you want to call it. You know, I try to respond to as many comments as possible. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Of course, I do have a poll. That poll's probably okay. All right, Steelers. Okay. We can't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Can't do that. Trout's batting .230. OPS of 778, 21 homers, 58 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's chopped foul. That's 0-2. Trout is 0 for 1 with a walk. Peralta sets on the 0-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. You're good. Just again, this is a family-friendly channel. Family-friendly for sure. Taylor Ward batting .222, OPS of 769, 31 homers and 98 RBIs. Ward is 0 for 2. Robert says, go Cubs. Appreciate you stopping on by. Yes, I'm very sorry. Had to change stuff at the end of today, as that's going to be a foul ball there. But, Robert, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon for Cubs and Pirates. But, again, I appreciate you. I'd understand if you didn't like that, but I did have to make a call and change this one, as that's going to be hit to the right, and that is 0-2. But, yes, the Cubs, I believe, had just won. I know it was 4-1 in the ninth. We'll do around the MLB update in the half inning after this one. 0-2 count. Peralta rocks and fires. That is upstairs, ball 1. Pirates lose 4-1 on 4 hits. I know. I mean, the Pirates just don't have an offense. It's boring. It's boring to watch them. It's horrible. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball 2. You watched it live. Nice. Thank you, Robert, for understanding. Appreciate it. Again, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon for sure. Again, 2 games tomorrow, folks. Cubs, Pirates in the early part of the day, and then Angels, Brewers, same time. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be called strike 3. He struck him out. Peralta has been very good. 9 strikeouts. 1 away from the magical number 10. You could rebuild the Browns in 3 seasons. Hey, I feel like I can do the same thing with the Pirates. I totally get it. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. You're not going to get banned. Only Gandalf can save the Pirates. Yeah, maybe. I never watched Lord of the Rings or anything like that. So, yeah. Sorry there. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. All right, Steelers fan, we'll calm down. Stop it. What are you doing? 1-1 count to Adele. So for 2 on the day, again, batting .240, OPS of 802. 36 homers, 95 RBIs. Peralta sets. Kicks and deals. That is just inside ball 2. 94 on the fastball. 2-1 count to Adele. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That is low for ball 3. Caleb down, Spencer Fano. Who's Spencer Fano? I actually have no idea who that is. 3-1. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. Ground ball, and that's going foul. Spencer Fano, I've heard of the name. The name is like, yeah. I recognize the name. Believe it or not, folks, when it comes to college football, I've been covering a lot of the smaller schools. So, if you're a fan of the group of 5, that seems to be where it's at for me in college football on the channel. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be foul. Of course, I'll be doing the college football play and all that, later down the road. But in order to grow the channel, it seems like the group of 5 might be the play. All right, Steelers fan. That was not appreciative. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 10. We're going to put you in a timeout, okay? Going to put you in a little timeout there. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Brewers leading 5-1 over the Angels. 10 strikeouts. Glad I find you. I have limited vision and you can explain what's going on in the game. It was real well. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Robert. You're in Wisconsin as well. Okay, I got you. Well, hey, this is what I do. Again, I call games. I try. I really appreciate the kind words. Folks, again, I appreciate all of you guys. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Again, I call games. And I will be doing the playoffs as well for Major League Baseball. So definitely subscribe to the channel if your team's going to the playoffs. And again, if you're an Angels fan, my pitch to you is, hey, if you like football, I got you covered. What we do in football is, again, I cover all the Steelers game, and then the second game every single weekend is voted on by you guys. Right now it's leaning Broncos-Chargers. So, again, you guys can vote. Feel free to vote there. Again, appreciate you guys so much for your support. But let's go around the Major League Baseball. Again, this is brought to you by Coffee Beans. Coffee Beans, yes, is a real person, and Coffee Beans is the sponsor of this segment. So, again, thank you, Coffee Beans. Indians leading the Tigers 3-2. The A's lead the Red Sox 2-1. Mets over the Padres 8-3. Blue Jays leading the Rays 6-3. Cardinals leading the Reds 3-0. Mariners leading the Royals 10-1. Orioles leading the White Sox 6-2. Yankees leading the Twins 10-4. Astros leading the Rangers 6-0. Marlins leading the Rockies 3-0. 0-0 in Washington in Game 2. Cubs have defeated the Pirates 4-1. The Braves defeated the Nationals 6-3 in Game 1. New pitcher on the mound for the Angels. It's Jose Fermin, 3-2 record, 5.10 ERA, whip of a 1.47 for the rookie. And Perkins will be at the plate as he's 1 for 2. He's the best. O-line, I got you. I get to watch every Pirates playoff game for free this year. Me too. I'll be covering every Pirates playoff game this year as well, folks. Angels getting whooped. Yeah, no. The Brewers are good. Brewers are really good. They are for real. Browns will lose 4 O-linemen after this year, so they need to take 1. Oh, okay. You're deeply sorry, are you? Steelers fan, you give me a lot of RFK vibes. I'm not talking about the actual Robert F. Kennedy, folks. Yeah, I'm not making it political. There's a guy here on the channel. He'll pop in every now and then. His name is RFK. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Actually, goes by Lightning now, apparently. And, yeah, he's pretty much a troll. I'm not saying you're a troll, Steelers fan, but you give off the vibes. 0-1 counts. Fermin delivers. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. So 0-2 count to Perkins, who is 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a stolen base. Fermin sets, rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up just like the Browns a lot. Yeah, no, again, that 2019 really changed a lot for Steelers fans, how they view the Browns. I get it, but it's okay. We won't talk about it anymore. As Joey Ortiz coming to the plate, batting .228, OPS of .592, 7 homers, 44 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is inside for ball 1. Can I get a go, Steelers Nation? Hey, how's it going, Steeler Nation out there? Thank you, Jacob, for stopping on by. 0-1 count. Fermin sets. Rocks and fires. That is upstairs for ball 1. Ortiz is 0 for 2. Struck out and a ground out in this one. Fermin sets. Kicks and deals. That's going to be a fly ball to left. But Ward is going to make the catch just shy of the warning track for out number 2. That'll bring up Sal Frelick, who's 0 for 1 with the walk and a sacrifice fly. Ortiz has a bad OPS. Hey, he's a really good fielder. Pretty much like Brian Hayes was for us, though he plays short. Frelick, batting .295, OPS of .763, 10 homers and 58 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 count to Frelick. Fermin sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to right, and that is going to get down for a base hit down the right field line. Frelick. He still doesn't have it. Frelick is going to stop at second, to be honest with you. I feel like he could have had 3 there. 2-out double by Sal Frelick. Brewers already with another runner in scoring position. Chorio batting .279, OPS of .820, homer, 75 RBIs. You joined the Discord link. Don't worry about the profile pic. Okay? I'll look at it later. Here's the pitch. That is upstairs ball 1. No, I agree. Ultimate, a good offensive line goes a long way in the NFL for sure. Steelers could really use it. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a chopper to short. Guzman throws to first for out number 3. The double leads to nothing as we head to the top of the 7th. As the Brewers lead 5-1 over the Angels here in Milwaukee. Doctor, what's been your favorite Buccos loss this year? The Rockies-Pirates one, 17-16. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it was definitely the most exciting. I mean, as far as like a tragedy is concerned, that was the biggest tragedy I've ever seen, folks. I don't know if any of you guys know about that. I'm sure you guys probably do. But let me go ahead, see if I can pull up for you guys what happened on when was this, folks? I feel like it was like it was Friday night. This was the last Friday. No, this was not. No. This was in August. That's right. Early August. Yes. It was not the last Friday night, but anyway. This game was the worst thing to ever happen to me. Maybe not, but again, that was a crazy game. You can see, look at the Pirates scoring 9 runs in the first. If you're looking at the screen right now, you can see Pirates win percentage 90, 98, 98, 97, 97, 93, 95, 98, 98, 98, 96, 98, 90, 97, 98, 98. And then look what happens. 95, 79, 100. It was terrible. Pirates scoring 9 runs in the first inning. And then the Rockies to slowly come back, but then the Pirates add more. 3 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. And then, 16 to 16-10 going into the bottom of the 8th, then it's 16-12, and then the Rockies score 5 in the bottom of the 9th. Literally the most exciting game you've never heard of, folks. Oh my goodness, that was great. Looks like Peralta is done, so he's going to finish with 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned, 10 strikeouts. Again, that was a great performance by Peralta. Grant Anderson, it's going to be the new pitcher for the Brewers. 2-5, 2.88 ERA, whip of a 1.20. And again, folks, I covered that game. It was legendary. And it was horrible at the same time. It was like, hey, we look kind of nice. And I went down immediately. Yep, 100% is that's going to be a pitch inside for ball 1. This is Logan O'Hoppe. He's batting .216, OPS of 643, 19 homers, 43 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. I don't know if 40 times matter for tackles there, Ultimate. But, yeah, no, that was definitely a tragic game. As here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left at the wall, leaping. Oh, and he makes the catch. Chourio hitting the wall hard. But he's able to hold on and make the catch. He paid a price for that one. But again, the Brewers, no days off. Playing hard regardless of the playoff spot. It's definitely much respect to the Brewers. Jeez. Yeah, no, that probably, I mean, I know there's padding over there, but oh, what a catch. That'll bring up Christian Moore. He's batting .190, OPS of 635, 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Home run Rob, no, it was more of a foul ball, but, you know, again, it was very nice. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Moore is 0 for 1 with the walk. 1-0 count to Moore. Here's the pitch. That is outside, ball 2. So 2-0 to Christian Moore. The rookie made his debut about 3 months ago. Highly touted, drafted last year. As here's the 2-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, they're showing again this great catch. Chourio just paying the price, going 100 miles an hour into that wall. Jeez, I'm back. What I miss? Oh, you just missed a really cool catch. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be hit to left center at the wall. That one is gone. Christian Moore with the 6th home run of his career and, of course, the season. As the Angels move within 3, it's 5-2 Brewers. So Sean comes back and the Angels with a solo shot. Brewers fans telling Sean probably to go away. Sean, hey, you're more, of course, welcome to stay. Might be an exciting game here. Steelers fan says Moore is not good. And then he's like, wow, he's good. Never mind this guy. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a tapper right back to Anderson. Anderson will underhand it to first, round number 2. This will be Denzer Guzman, who also homered in this one. Both home runs by the Angels today have been solo shots. It's 1 for 2. He's batting .375, OPS of 1125, 1 homer, 1 RBI. Again, Steelers fan for Moore. I mean, he's just drafted last year, so they probably rushed him up. But I'm sure he'll be fine. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Oh, and 1 count. Anderson sets and deals. That is low, but it's called a strike. Anderson gets a call. Guzman's going to ask for time to recover from that call. Yeah, kia boom. 0-2 counts. Here's the pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. 1-2. 1-1-21. Yeah, but he was drafted years ago. Well, I mean, 4 years ago. But, I mean, Moore was only drafted last year. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball, and that's going foul. Yeah, Davis, I don't know. He needs to. Well, the Pirates need all new coaches. I mean, geez, terrible. Absolutely terrible over there. 1-2 count to Guzman. 2 outs, nobody on. Brewers leading 5-2. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is outside for ball 2. Again, Guzman did homer in this one. It was only Peralta's only run that he allowed. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But hey, we have a home run. It was by Christian Moore. It's 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Brewers, of course, on top. The Guards are in overtime, or extras, pardon me. I looked and there's a plethora of deleted. Yeah, yeah, there is a plethora of deleted. Had a timeout, Lightning, and well, he was only timed out for like a minute, but then he just took off. Steelers fan was timed out for a minute as well, and well, of course he stayed. But folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you're a fan of sports or you're a sports fan. Tune on in. Make sure to subscribe. This is what I do. I call games. I call games, folks, and yeah, we got plenty more baseball, of course, in the season. Plenty of playoff baseball as well. Who's going to win, Angels or Brewers? Rich boy, I mean, I'm leaning Brewers right now. They have a 3-run lead with about 2.5 innings to go, but you never know, I guess. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely helps out the channel. Again, it's a growing channel. 30 subs in March. We're at 850 now. So again, it's a channel that is growing. You'll probably subscribe to it in the future. You might as well subscribe to it now because yeah, no, it's a growing channel, and I really do appreciate you guys for just clicking on the live stream. Really does help out a lot. Sammy Peralta is the new pitcher. He's 0-1, 5.87 ERA, whip of a 1.70. That is your new pitcher for the Angels. Yelich, Contreras, and Trang will be due up to begin the bottom of the 7th. The sin bin, yeah, that's an interesting way to put it. That game is over. Sammy Peralta related to ex-Padres David Peralta. I should have looked at it more closely. I'm going to say no, because it would have just immediately popped up. No. He is not. Again, Yelich is at the plate. Spending .267, OPS of 812, 29 homers, 99 RBIs. That's in there for a called strike. He himself is 2 for 3 with the homer today. Anything could. You're right. You are correct. I'm leaning Brewers, but yes, no, anything could happen. I completely agree with that. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for ball 1. 5.5 back. Basically over, especially the Guards bullpen. Yeah, that's tough. 1-1 counts. Peralta delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, this is Peralta for the Angels, not the Brewers, as Yelich is at the plate. Peralta is out. He had 6 innings, 10 strikeouts today. Very good. 1 earned. You scared? I better. With 1 click of the button, I would never see you again unless you created an alt account. 1-2 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. But, no, I do appreciate you guys. I do. Nice guy. You want to... Okay. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Throws to first. Gets him by a step for out number 1. That was a lot closer than I thought it would be. Jeez, Yelich has some underrated speed as well. That'll bring up William Contreras. 1 for 2, I believe, with a walk. Yeah, 1 for 2 with a walk. Spending .264, OPS of 766, 17 homers, and 74 RBIs. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals That's going to be hit right to the shortstop, Guzman, with a great catch for out number 2. Oh, man. That'll bring up Bryce Terang. Doing the 25-hour Google Santa tracker to stream. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great idea, Ultimate. That's a great idea. Spending 286, OPS of 793. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 1. 18 homers, 75 RBIs. Terang's 1 for 3. Yeah, no, that would actually be good. Again, you'll get a lot of clicks, I think. A lot of people searching it up. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to go foul. Trevor Hoffman as a closer. No, I only remember him as a Padre. Is Bill Contreras related to former pitcher Jose Contreras? I don't. That's going to be outside ball 2. No, he is not. We're only 100 days from Christmas. Really? Doesn't feel like it. 70 viewers and only 29 likes. Come on, y'all. That like and subscribe. It's fast and free and easy to do. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Thank you, Magic Man. Brewers fan as well. Again, like I've said, I have a lot of Brewers that have subscribed to the channel. So if you're a Brewers fan that hasn't done it yet, go ahead and just join your fellow Brew crew. Here's the 2-2. That's low for ball 3. Again, we're doing plenty of playoff baseball here on the channel. So, again, make sure to like it up. That like button is right there for yours, for the taking. It's right there. You just got to click on it. 3-2 counts. Peralta rocks and fires. That's going to be inside ball 4. Terang walks. Of course, again, if you're an Angels fan, too, I don't want to, completely, say, hey, this is a Brewers channel. What are you doing here? It's not a Brewers channel. But, again, I have a lot of Brewers subscribers. And I don't really have a pitch for you guys other than the fact that, hey, if you like baseball, this is great for you. If you like baseball and football, this is a great channel. This is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. Andrew Vaughn at the plate. Batting .252, OPS of 707, 14 homers, 60 RBIs. Peralta kicks and deals. That's right down the middle for a called strike. Between Bob Nutting and Mavericks GM, I don't know how I'm not. Guzman ready to? No, he's not. Also, go Brewers. Yeah, Matchman. Again, a big Brewers fan. 0-1 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Vaughn is rounding first, heading for second. Throw home. He is safe. Terang comes across to score. Vaughn with a 2-out RBI double, and that makes it 6-2. Look at the Brew Crew just go. They're so good. They don't take any days off, despite clinching the playoffs. How are you doing tonight? I'm okay, Scott. I've gotten better as the night has gone along. Starts at 4:55. Okay, well, hey, again, I feel like you might do well. Again, I apologize. You guys are typing so much. I know I'm not used to this. Bryce, the second one. Come on over to the delay army. We have cookies. I don't know about that, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. This is Caleb Durbin. It's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Spending .265, OPS of 743, 11 homers, 50 RBIs. The comment section might have cookies. I don't have cookies. Here's the 0-1. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. You have to make it 3 parts. Tough. No, Sean. Have you ever had peanuts and candy corn? Oh, my gosh. Candy corn together? I would never. You think Chorio will get 2 bases? I don't know. How's he doing tonight again? Here's the 0-2s. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. Candy corn. Well, I don't think hits count as a base. I don't think so. Torque Bomb 7.5. I don't know about that. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up. And Kieboom makes the catch for out number 3. But the Brewers tack on another. As we head to the top of the 8th, the Brewers lead 6-2. over the Angels. By the way, I want to make it clear. Not against candy corn. But what did you say? Peanuts. Oh, I thought you said peanut butter. I don't know. Peanuts and candy corn might not actually be too bad. I think candy corn is just you have to be in the mood for it. You can't just, I don't know. I'm leaning that would actually be not too bad, Traven. But we'll see. So, but yes, I don't really, who was that? Dallas, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm leaning no. It's already the 8th inning. Let's see here. Can Cherry get at least an at-bat? He will get an at-bat. Maybe. 1, 2. Yeah, the Brewers will just need one. They'll just need one hit in the bottom of the 8th, and he should come to the plate. So possibly, Jay. Joining in late. How are you feeling after a long night? Yeah, I know, Jonathan. That was brutal. Brutal. Okay, all right, Sean. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out. I definitely appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do. Again, I call games. And, of course, it is mostly Pirates, but I do bounce around from time to time like tonight's game. And, again, there's been a lot of Brewers support on the channel, so I'm more likely to pick a Brewers game more than ever now because, again, they're looking to go to the playoffs. I'll be covering the playoffs. So, again, I'm just getting more familiar with the players for the Brewers. New pitcher for the Brewers, Chad Patrick, 3-8, 3.67 ERA, whip of a 1.30. That is your new pitcher for the Brewers. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you call yourself a sports fan, you're subscribing to this channel right now. Definitely do it. Can you switch the Giants, Arizona? I don't know. We'll see. Probably not. And if I do, it's probably just an inning. But I'm leaning no, Sean. I'm very sorry. But that is hold on. Let me think about that. Maybe an inning. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Because the playoff race in the NL is getting pretty hot. Diamondbacks only a game and a half back from the Mets. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul. Again, Luis Rengifo at the plate. The Mets, they did win. Yeah, I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that is going foul. Yeah, pinch hitter Luis Rengifo, batting .243, OPS of .632, 8 homers and 41 RBIs. You think Adam is related to Eve? Here's the 0-2, as that's going to be hit to left, and that's going foul. Yeah, I would say they're related to. No, like I said, Ultimate, I like the idea for the Santa tracker. I think you'll get a lot of clicks. I just don't really know what other ideas you're looking for. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. Any more Giants games on the docket? I don't know. It's kind of like with Bing. Bing asked for some Mets games. It's tough. Only 2 weeks to go. So no more baseball for a lot of teams after a few Mondays from now. So that's going to be low for ball 1. Actually, Sunday. Yeah, 2 Sundays from now. That's it for most of the league. 1-2 count to Rengifo. Of course, the Angels will be part of that as well. Here's the pitch. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. Patrick related to Danica? No, I would say no, probably not. Again, 1-2 count to Rengifo. If you're just joining us, the Brewers leading the Angels 6-2 in the top of the 8th. Brewers looking really good tonight. Lots of offense. Patrick kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll bring up Oswald Peraza. He's 0 for 3 on the night. You got to go. Hey, appreciate you, Steelers fan. I'll talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. It's batting 170, OPS of 496, as that's going to be outside for ball one. 5 homers, 19 RBIs. I look away and you guys just start chatting. RC, how's it going? How are you doing? Please do a Giants-Dodgers game again if it's this weekend. I don't think I will, as that's going to be hit to right. That's going to be a foul ball. Weekends are becoming more and more for football. But again, once playoff baseball is here, I will put in, of course, baseball on the weekends for the night games, as that's going to be in there for a called strike 1 and 2. September 23rd. Appreciate you checking in there. September 23rd. What's September 23rd, David? Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back. Just leaving a like and telling you have a good remainder. Oh, appreciate it, RC. Thank you. 1 and 2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off the catcher's mask. Peraza checking in on Contreras. 1 and 2 count. Yeah, I don't know. I'll try to do what I can the last week of the season during the week. I'll try to get in as many baseball games as I can to kind of say goodbye to some of the teams. But also in the playoff race as well. You know, like, hey, if they might be eliminated or something, or I don't know. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be way upstairs, ball 2. I don't know. We'll see. I'd have to look at it for sure. 2 and 2 count to Peraza. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs, and that will bring up Mike Trout. All-nighters. Yeah, okay. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Mike Trout coming to the plate, batting .230. OPS of 776, 21 homers, 58 RBIs. Trout is 0 for 2 with the walk. We will see, Sean. I don't know yet. I'm thinking. I'll think about it. I'll look at the schedule and I'll try to map it out. As here's the pitch. That's going to be high, but it's called a strike. Mike Trout honoring Clemente. Some of these players are, some of them aren't. As here's the 0-1, as that's going to be upstairs, ball 1. RC Iowa related to legendary passer RC Sproul? Probably not. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Preview screen. Looks good. No, it did. I've seen your channel. Unless you changed it in the last week or so. 1 and 2 count. Patrick kicks and deals. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Trout is out. And that will take us to the bottom of the 8th. The Brewers leading the Angels 6-2 here in Milwaukee. Folks, again, appreciate you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games, folks. I call games. And again, I'll be back tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series, Angels and the Brewers. And, of course, I'll be doing my Pirates earlier in the day as well tomorrow. But again, appreciate you guys. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Of course, thank you to all the members and the donors. Appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. More support than I really have ever would have thought, especially for this small channel. I do appreciate you guys. Of course, Coffee Beans is our scoreboard sponsor. So again, thank you, Coffee Beans, very much. As we check out what's happening across Major League Baseball. The Cardinals, they lead the Reds 3-0 in the top of the 9th. The Blue Jays lead the Rays 6-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Mariners leading the Royals 10-3 in the, as they head to the top of the 8th. Orioles leading the White Sox 8-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees leading the Twins 10-8. The Twins coming back in the bottom of the 7th. Astros lead the Rangers 6-1 in the top of the 6th. Marlins lead the Rockies 6-0 in the top of the 6th. Braves, Nationals are tied at 0 apiece. Giants leading 4-0 over the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 1st. And that is it. Final scores: the Indians over the Tigers 7-5, Cubs over the Pirates 4-1, A's over the Red Sox 2-1, Mets over the Padres 8-3, and the Braves over the Nationals in Game 1 6-3. So that is what's been happening across Major League Baseball. Who will be better in career? Trout, Pujols. Unfortunately, due to the injuries, I think Pujols will have the better counting stats. As Blake Perkins is stepping up to the plate, batting .217, OPS of .630. 3 homers, 14 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That is outside for ball 1. In college football, it's just I like the big game and call it big games, classic moments. No, I totally get it. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be inside ball 2. No, I just feel like I'm just having my strategy with the college football. Get the group of 5 involved. And again, I'll do some big games as well, but I mean, there's a lot of illegal streams for the big games. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be outside ball 3, so in order to really compete, that's kind of the strategy I have. What up, Doctor? Just got home from bowling. Did so much better than last week. Nice. Good stuff, Chris. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 4. So Perkins walks. So again, I know some of you guys need Choreo to come to the plate. So again, as long as there's no double play there, should be fine. And that's okay, Ultimate. Again, we're all different. We all think differently for how we're going to grow our channels and, for the long term. Long term, you're probably more accurate. That's what you probably need to do. As here's the pitch. That is inside ball 1. Utah, Texas. Yeah, I don't know what I'm calling yet. First, again, I'm looking at the slate right now. Utah, Texas Tech. Should be a good one. I actually just covered Utah, Wyoming this past week, and what a game it was. If you look at the final score, that wouldn't be the case. But here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. But I'm going to be honest with you. That was actually one of the greatest first halves of football I've ever seen, folks. It really was. 3-0, but it had everything you could want. Blocked field goals, interceptions, fumbles right after fumbles, big hits. Here's the one. Oh, no, a pickoff attempt. That's that's not going to get him there. He's back safe and sound. But no, that Wyoming-Utah first half was legendary. Doinks, again, off the uprights. I mean, it was great. 1-1 count. Peralta kicks and deals. That's chopped, and that's going foul. I mean, Utah had like 300 yards of offense in the first half, only had 3 points. Wyoming had like 20 yards, and again, it was 3-0. But it was just like, man, what a first half that was. And then Utah blew them out in the second. But it was good. It was a good game. 1-2 count. Peralta sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to center. That's going to be caught for out number 1. That'll bring up Sal Frelick. It's 1 for 2, I think. Yes, 1 for 2 with the walk and a sacrifice fly. Spending .296, OPS of .768, 10 homers, 58 RBIs. Blake Perkins related to Tony Perkins? I don't think so. Peralta sets, looks over at first. Kicks and deals. That is going to be upstairs ball 1. So 1-0 count to Sal Frelick. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you heard. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night for the exact same game. So definitely subscribe to the channel. As here's the 1-0. That's going to be outside ball 2. Yeah, very much of it was my highest stream by far. If you can look at it there. 10,000 views. That was a great day. 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 3. 3-0 count. JMU and Liberty. Sanford, again, I'm looking at it. I don't really know yet. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That's in there for a called strike. So far, the strategy that I have has worked. It's hit and miss. I've had some stinkers, but it's worked for the most part. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He went. Well, no, he did not. So Frelick walks. Never mind. It was close. I mean, I thought he went, but no, shoot. Should have just waited for the call. If we get Giants, Dodgers, no, I don't think I'd get 10,000 views for that. No, I wouldn't. Jackson Chourio. Again, I know there's a few people here in the chat that need Chourio to do well, and he's at the plate. He's batting .279, OPS of .799, 20 homers, 75 RBIs. He's 0 for 3 in this one with a walk. No, I don't think I would do it. Believe it or not, when the Dodgers are involved, I get decent views, but I don't get good watch time. So it tells me about the Dodgers fans as they click on it and like, this guy's not a Dodgers fan, and they leave. Like I'm not even kidding. I really believe that the Dodgers fans do not like me, or they just don't care for non-Dodgers people covering their games. So. Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, it's whatever. It's whatever. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home, and he's going to score. Perkins scores. Chourio's going to stay at first. Chourio gets a hit and an RBI. Again, I don't know what you guys need. I know one of them needed 2 bases. He gets 1. Unfortunately, they won't get a double. That'll bring up Christian Yelich, batting .266, OPS of .811, 29 homers, 99 RBIs. 2 for 4 with the home run. The Brewers home run that hit the outfielder in the back of the head earlier. Yes, I know. That was crazy. That was pretty funny. Was not feeling too great after that, as that's going to be a ground ball to short. Guzman with the nice play, but can't make the throw. Did a great job of showing his range there, but could not get the throw. But honestly, though, again, if he wasn't able to get there, that would have been an easy run for the Brewers. Jay loves it. There we go, Jay. Glad that you were able to get what you needed. Happy for you, man. Appreciate you for stopping on by and choosing me as the voice for that. Because that's going to bring up William Contreras, batting .264, OPS of .764, 17 homers, 74 RBIs. Contreras 1 for 3 at the walk. Remember, Dodgers fans show up in the game in the 3rd inning, Hank leave in the 7th. Yeah, it is what it is. His hit cashed me out. There we go. Good stuff, Jay. Good stuff, Jay. Peralta sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be high for ball one. Hopefully I get you to like and subscribe, Jay. It's free. Jay, it's free. I promise. Sports bettors are all over the channel. They do. They have subbed and are subbed. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Another one's going to score. Throwing it, and another one's going to score. It's 9-2, Milwaukee. And the Bats are just coming alive here late in this one. They've been alive the entire game. But again, the Brewers have just been so consistent. The Brew Crew come to play. Classic moments. Oh, yeah, no, I totally get it. I totally get it, Ultimate. Again, I can't call Friday games because I call games for the high school here. So I can't do anything Friday nights. Bryce Terrain coming to the plate, batting .286, OPS .794, 18 homers, 75 RBIs. It's 1 for 3. Jay, thank you, man. You're a legend. You are a legend, man. I appreciate you. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Terrain, 1 for 3 with the walk. Prince loves it. Jason, woohoo, he loves it too. 0-1 count. Peralta kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to the left, and that's going foul. We need this so bad. We need to stay consistent against good teams in the playoffs. No, like I said, most teams, they will. I've seen it happen plenty of times. Teams get the playoffs and they'll chill out. But the Brewers, they're keeping it going. It's what they need to do. Here's the 0-2. That is outside for ball one. ZYT, as a Brewers fan, loves the stream. Hey, I'm glad you do. Again, hopefully I can earn that subscription. Again, it's free, folks. You don't have to pay a dime to subscribe to the channel. Do appreciate you guys for choosing me as the voice of this one. Peralta sets and fires. Chopper up the middle. Guzman steps on the bag for one. Throws to first. Not in time, but he does get the runner at second. But yeah, folks, again, this is what I do. I call games. I know, again, I'm a Pirates fan. But I do mix it up. And again, I'll be doing the playoffs, folks. So again, if you're looking for a voice of the playoffs, you're not able to watch the playoffs. Let's say you're stuck at work for the playoffs. If you're a Brewers fan, you can't watch the game. I got you covered. I'll be doing the playoffs. If you have a let's just say the wife is like, yeah, no, you got to fold some laundry. You ain't watching that game tonight. You got to fold the laundry, do the dishes. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. That's going to be caught for out number 3. 9-2. 3 runs for the Brewers. Again, 9-2 as we enter the top of the ninth. But yeah, like what I'm saying, the wife's like, yeah, no, you got a lot of work to do around the house. Can I help you with the chores? No, I cannot. I can't do that for you. But I can help you call the game. I can help you keep you informed with what's happening until you get back to the TV screen or computer screen or tablet, whatever you do to watch your game. So your first time watching, so you might sub and watch more. Okay, well, hey, appreciate you. Hopefully I'm able to finish strong here. Again, only a half inning left. New pitcher for the Brewers, Joel Payamps. He's 0-1, 8.02 ERA, whip of 1.78. Looks like he's just getting some work in here. He's got a huge cushion. As due up for the Angels, Ward, Adele, and Ohapi. I'm probably not going to put in the chat. Well, hey, if you've messaged me on Twitter /X, I don't know if you have that. But, again, appreciate you guys. Again, like it up and subscribe to the channel if you're a sports fan. This is what I do. Again, I call games. And, again, I have covered other – again, I really don't want to make it look I'm trying to pull here for the Brewers crowd. But, again, you guys have been featured on the channel, I'd say, for the last month a few times now. Again, I'm a Pirates guy, but I do mix it up. And I think it was ever since that Brewers-Reds game. Like, you know what? There might be and I think that's where I met Chris. I think that's where I met Jason as well. Jason P. Again, I have a lot of Brewers fans that have subbed to the channel. Prince, of course, is a Brewers fan. Again, I really appreciate you guys for subbing. But, yeah, I'm like, well, you know what? You guys have been nice to me, and I'll try to get you guys in more than I would. Again, it's been mostly Pirates, and I would bounce around just trying to see Giants. I have a lot of Giants fans on the channel. Sean, he's a Giants fan. But, yeah, I do bounce around. Of course, again, I'll be doing the postseason. Hope you do end up streaming the Brewers playoffs. Love to listen again. Awesome. You don't have Insta. I do have that. Yeah, no, definitely. It's the same handle, Dr. Delay. Message me there. I'll be able to see it after the stream. As Payamps will set. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball, that is inside ball 1. This is Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 3. He's batting .222, OPS of 768, 31 homers, and 98 RBIs. And it looks like there's a technical problem with the pitch communication device. Or as many people say, the pitch comm. 1-0 count. Payamps delivers, and that is going to be in there for a called strike. One and one counts. Payamps sets and deals. That's going to be a grounder to third, and that is going foul. And I do want to say, again, because of the support, and obviously the Pirates aren't going to go to the playoffs. okay? That's just not going to happen. I've come to the terms of the fact that the Pirates are eliminated. And because of the sport I have, I will do my best to cover every Brewers game I can in the playoffs. That is a thing. Again, they will be the priority. So if I can call a game that day and the Brewers are playing when it's playoff time, I will be doing it. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be poked foul. Lightning's back. Hey, Sean, if you're still here, this is RFK's new account, Lightning Jr. He didn't like Chick Hicks, so he went with Lightning. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 1-2. One and two count to Taylor Ward. Pyop sets. Rocks and fires. That is way outside for ball to a slider. Just kept sliding away. In the Brewers game, yes. Brewers, Angels tomorrow night, game 2. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going foul. So, yeah, definitely a change in the program. Was going to do Pirates tonight. Ended up scratching that. Went with Brewers, Angels tonight. Going with Brewers, Angels tomorrow. Pirates, Cubs early in the day. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to center. And Perkins is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. The pathetic Pirates. Maybe next year. LOL. Okay, Lightning. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you in a few minutes. Joe Adell coming to the plate. So for 3, batting .240, OPS of 800, 36 homers, 95 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. That is low for ball 1. Won't pop up to write me a message. Really? Fun. Can I put a ban? No. Well, yeah, no. You are free to time him out. Here's the 1-0. That's me. Ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 2. Yeah, again, you're a mod. You have the power. I trust you. I will not overrule you. I will let you know, after, hey, probably should have done that or whatever, but not during. Not during. I've been a boss, Straven. I've been a manager, so I know how to talk to people, man. Won't go yelling and screaming on you in front of everybody here. You save that for behind the back of the stores. That's going to be low for ball. I'm just kidding. I never really was. I yelled a few times, actually, now I think about it, but it wasn't often. I understand how people are. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be inside ball 2. Feel like this chat is just Brewers fans. Yeah, no, Draven here's a Pirates fan. Ultimate, he's a Browns / Guardians. But yeah, no, there's a lot of Brewers. That's going to be inside ball 3. Like I said earlier, Chris here, he's been very supportive of the channel. Chris is a huge supporter of the channel. Jason also a huge supporter of the channel. Prince checks in for my Brewers games. So I got some people here that are Brewers fans. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Trying to see, let's see, Magic Man. Magic Man's a big Brewers fan. He's way up there. He checked in earlier. But I appreciate him. Again, I have a nice Brewers base here. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. So, yeah, no, I do well with the Brewers games. I have a lot of people. I'm not going to say I'm more Brewers than Pirates, but, it feels like it sometimes. You should check the numbers of the streams. It does look like it. Pirates fans, again, we're all depressed. So I just wanted to. Yeah, no, I'm not. You won't abuse your power, Draven. I don't think you would. You have to follow me. Let me know what your name is. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit to center. Perkins on the run. Makes the catch at the wall. And the Brewers have won. I was going to say raise the Jolly Roger, but no, that's not you guys. That's my Pirates. That's my Pirates. The Brewers have won 9-2 over the Angels. The magic number to clinch the division is 7. The Brewers moving I believe that they're 92. Yeah, 92 and 59. The Angels 69 and 82. The smallest market. Oh, well, yeah, you guys are a small market. I wouldn't say the smallest. I think we might have you beat there. I even got you cheering for the Pirates Steelers. Yeah. Oh, not much to cheer about there. So, yeah. Again, appreciate you guys. You're just a sports fan and great atmosphere and always. Oh, appreciate it, Jonathan. Again, yeah, like I said, if you're a sports fan, like it up. Subscribe to the channel. This is what I do. Again, I call games, folks. Good performance by the Brewers. Again, 9 runs, 13 hits. The Angels, 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 of those hits were home runs. So, again, not much offense outside of that. As a Packers fan, you dislike the Steelers. Oh, no, we can't have that. That's all good. Hey, we all cheer for different teams. Me, I have a lot of respect for the Packers. You might hate this, what I'm about to say, Z, but I see the Packers as the Steelers of the NFC. You're probably like, oh my gosh, how could you say that? Now, again, just classic organizations, just usually always winning. At least, obviously the Steelers haven't really done much in the last 8 years, but even then, their worst case scenario is like 500. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm doing the Packers game, but I believe it or not, I've done the first 2 Packers regular season games, or Packers Redskins, Packers Lions here, but again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow night for game 2 of this series between the Angels and the Brewers. I don't really have much else to say because I know you guys are about to head on out. I don't know if Sean's still here. I don't know if I'm really going to call Giants Diamondbacks again. Sean, I'll try to get one last Giants game in there. You never know. They could, fight and get into the playoffs. They really could. But it's going to take – they need to get it together. The Mets, of course, winning today. They've now won 2 in a row, so maybe they've settled down. They're going to turn it around, but they're 2-8 in their last 10. So never cheer for the Steelers in the playoffs, but I don't mind the right – yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Totally fine with the Pirates. Yeah, no. And Michael, appreciate you. Thank you for that. Came another Brewers subscriber to you. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it, Michael. And of course, again, I'll be back on tomorrow for the same one. And I do Chris. Yeah, I let my subscribers pick one NFL game from every week. There's a poll up right now. Of course, again, I call the Steelers game, so it's pretty much the opposite window of the Steelers. So the opposite window this week is Broncos, Chargers, Saints, Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers. But again, the Packers I know will have some 325 games. So, there you go. That's my pitch to you guys. Of course, again, for the Angels fans here, if you're a fan of the West Coast teams, there you go. There's 6 of them right there. You get to vote right now. It's looking like Broncos and Chargers is going to be what I'm calling. But you never know. Again, I have a lot of Giants/49ers fans that may not have seen it yet. So that might be making it closer. I think it will be a lot closer than that as we close the polls on Friday. But, again, appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome tonight. I will, of course, thank all the members and donors. You guys have been awesome. But I'm going to send you guys elsewhere if I can. I really do try to pay it forward because I've had a lot of help on the channel. You guys, you guys obviously, but there have been other YouTubers as well. Oh, I got to hide that screen. Sorry. But, yeah, you guys, I've had a lot of help, so I do appreciate it. But, again, I'll be back tomorrow night for Angels Brewers Game 2 of this series. And, of course, you're just a baseball fan. I got Cubs and the Pirates tomorrow. But all right, I'm going to send you a guy to a guy that's arguably better than me at this. And I'm not going to say that lightly. There's a lot of entertainers, but as far as calling a game, he might be better. So you guys just enjoy that. If not, that's okay. You guys, good night, everyone. Thank you, Chris, for stopping on by. Ultimate, what's your name real quick? Hurry up, quick. Type in your name or comment under one of my stuff and let me know what your name is. Hey, the Steelers just feel a bit of rivalry. Oh, I totally understand. Totally got it. But all right, I'm sending you guys to JJ. He's covering the Phillies and Dodgers. He's also got a charity stream coming up. I don't know the day. I feel bad about it, but it's coming up soon. He might be able to tell you more about it. You guys all have a great rest of your night. Jesus, Lord and King. Yes, sir. Thank you, Sean, again, as always. And you guys all have a great night. Michael Harris. I don't know. There's probably a lot of Michael Harrises. Just type it in at one of my videos. You guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow for Brewers Angels Game 2.